Hello, hola, and welcome to this full moon astrology report. We are heading full speed towards the full moon night, at least here in Europe. We've had a beautiful build-up with extremely beautiful light from the moon. And tomorrow morning, Norwegian time 10:16, it will be at its fullest. It's around 99% full right now, so it looks very full. And the moon this time is in the sign of playful Gemini on 40 degrees and 51 minutes. And the sun always on a full moon in the exact same degree, in the exact opposite sign in Sagittarius, same position. The sun also being kissed by Mars, should we say so. So there's a fiery, passionate, maybe aggressive full moon happening. Mars being our passionate side, our aggressive side, the warrior in us, potent lover, the young male, masculine, strong, you know. We all have that personality trait in us. Even if we are females, we have it also. It's like that passion from within. Sometimes it can be very blind. It just goes straight forward, a red energy, fiery energy. But so we can could be a good advice to think things through before you respond and before you speak, because your words might come up aggressive or extremely passionate, and you don't want to create too much drama in your life, unless you love drama, of course. A real Martian would love drama and a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a war. And but if you don't want that too much, maybe talk to your pillow and sleep on it before you respond to any kind of information. So the Sabian symbol for 4 degrees 51 in Gemini would be a radical magazine displays a sensational front page. So Gemini, a playful sign, the sign of choices, minor, bigger choices, and is also the sign of communication, throat chakra, and information and technology. So according to this Sabian symbol, we might expect some kind of new news release somewhere. If we're still watching the news, I'm not watching the news, maybe watching alternative news, but at least something coming through. Or it could also be some kind of information, radical information coming into your personal life. Sabian symbol of the sun, 4 degrees, is an owl, old owl up in a tree. Owl, like the owl being famous to be able to turn its neck 360 degrees and getting a higher perspective from the tree. So being able to see all sides of a situation has to do also with the twins, the Gemini, like the mind, how we use your mind. Are you using your lower mind, or are you also using your higher mind, your higher perspective, your higher consciousness? So what more to say about this? We also have Mercury in Sagittarius, so there's lots of Sagittarian energy at the moment. Sagittarius being about truth, highest freedom fighter, like truth and freedom is the two highest values of Sagittarius. It is very independent. It is the freedom seeker. It is a little bit the hippie, not wanting to comply any rules or regulations. It can be spontaneous. It loves to travel. It has to do with the studies, maybe higher studies, and opinions and the law. So with the Mars supporting the sun here, maybe these last few years you have become much more stronger in your own sovereignty, in your independence, and on this full moon and around in the coming weeks, maybe being able to speak your truth more than you have ever done before. Gemini being about the truth coming from you, connected to your heart, to your mind, your higher mind. And Gemini also being about choices, life choices, but also for me it's been like a build-up last couple of years, maybe last 4 years, since the virus was putting us into a new way of thinking, I guess I can say. And now we have come to this choice point of, are we boarding Noah's Ark or not? Are we choosing the old world, the old way of thinking, the outgrown beliefs and systems, or are we choosing our new belief systems, our new truth that has been revealed to us in such a magnificent way these last few years? So Gemini absolutely being about choices. And what will your choices be? Are you gonna trust your own inner truth, or are you gonna lean into old belief systems? So somebody said that the difference between knowledge and wisdom is that knowledge is what we are told to believe, to what we have been trained and I would say indoctrinated and learned to believe, while as wisdom would be following our inner truth, our inner heart, our inner knowing. And more these years, this is what the training has been, at least for many of us, to really trust your heart, your own discernment, what you know to be, what you feel and know to be the truth. So in this, finding our voice and maybe being able to stand in our truth stronger than ever before, tapping into our higher mind. Gemini being about the lower mind, higher mind, right brain, left brain. I've talked about this before. More and more we are allowing ourselves to use our creative brain, the right brain, the intuition, instead of only logical, reasonable thinking, lower mind thinking. We also have Mercury, ruler of Gemini, in Sagittarius, on 24 degrees Sagittarius, and in just a very short time it will be on 27 degrees Sagittarius, which is the, what's it called? I always forget, not the great attractor, but it's a very important astrological point of the galactic center. So being able to tap into more information directly from source, from the galactic center, maybe tapping into, I don't know, information we never had before, cosmic information, galactic information, a clearer mind, using your genius to think new thoughts and act on them. What else do I want to say? We have no. So yes, what are you going to choose? How are you going to play it? Are you going to communicate it? So I know for sure I'm going to put out the water today. Did I already say? On the full moon in on the full moon in November, a priestess told me we should put out an offering of water to the full moon. Put it outside during the full moon night, and then, girls, wash yourself with this moon water the coming day, and you will be gifted with keeping your youthful beauty forever. So of course men can use this too. And I have also incorporated this full moon. It's like old rituals are calling me, looking into the tradition of Mary Magdalene connected to Venus, Mother Mary, the old priestess schools, the mystica, the tantrika, sacred tantrika, the rose symbolism, the alabaster jar, the anointing oils, and all of this. So me and a friend, we have decided that this full moon we're gonna open up our throat chakras and sing together. I'm not a singer, but it's going to be part of opening up that throat chakra this full moon. So doing some things like this, maybe dancing or lighting a candle or buying yourself roses or whatever you feel that you want to do. This full moon could be a good thing to incorporate more of the rituals, of the sacred rituals that has to do with our spirituality and making our lives more spiritual through the things that we do, maybe every day or every week, creating some new traditions and not just running through our lives with all the things that we do, but with no consciousness around it. So, yes. So I'm going to draw a card also, because it's actually card drawing Sunday. So I'm going to do both in one. So I'm asking for one card. And here it is already. It's very orange, connected to the sacral chakra, and the sacred sexuality we're creating from the sacral chakra. I was just discussing this with my friend also, like in the old mysticism schools from Isis and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. The females, this is the sacred womb, and we're creating from that through source. Oh my God, this might seem very strange to many. I've been studying this for a while, so it's incorporated in me right now. But at least girls, from our sacral chakra, we create so much when we are connected to source, and we pull it through our hearts and into the sacred sex act. So we can create heaven on earth with it, and if we are unconscious, we can create lots of chaos like we see in the world today. So this card is called the Prophet. It looks like a tree to me with a light on top. So it could be the spine, which is the tree of life, and then the pineal gland being activated in us so we can see much clearer, which would have to do with Gemini and Mercury, having a new perspective to see things clearly and to speak your truth. Okay, the Prophet. Let me see if I can find it here in the booklet. Okay, this is the card. The Prophet. All unfolds in perfect time, and all you need to know is revealed at the most perfect moment. Be patient and trust, for angelic forces are at work in your life right now. Feel the presence of the goddess within you. Ask her to clear your mind so that you may hear her guidance within your heart. The goddess speaks through feelings that stir within you. Feel her pull your heartstrings as she bathes you in her healing light. You will receive a sudden inspiration, Uranus, when you least expect it, and this will lead to a most positive outcome. Be prepared for a pleasant surprise. So the moon, I think also we are all moon goddesses. Moon is our intuition, it's our inner truth, it's connecting to the divine in us, the divine feminine, whereas the sun would be the divine masculine. Yeah, so trusting that you are held and helped by angelic forces, and that the goddess guides you and clears your mind, Gemini. You will receive a sudden inspiration so you can make your choice based on a solid combination of reason and creative intuition. May you be safe and protected. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. Until next time, namaste.